So, something hilarious happened after I ended the video yesterday. I was passed on the interstate by a well-dressed gentleman in an Audi brand car that happened to be a convertible. And his convertible top was down. And if you know anything about yesterday in this area, it was raining pretty much all day. And so it wasn't raining at the time, but the road was still very wet and the cars were kicking up mist with their tires. And it was visibly like cloudy and stormy ahead. Like where we happened to be, it wasn't raining at the time, but it was definitely rainy with a Y. To the point where anybody with a convertible, or even like me with a sunroof or moonroof, whatever you want to call it, knows that it shouldn't be open or down. And so I was just like, okay, this guy is pretty ballsy. He's taking a chance here, having his nice car completely ruined. And then when I looked over at him, he looked over at, as he's passing me, he looks over at me, gives me this toothy grin and waves. And mind you, I don't know the guy, okay? Maybe he thought he knew me, fine. But to me, it was almost like a pompous, like, yeah, I got my top down, what are you going to do about it kind of thing. I could be wrong, I'm assuming. And so part of me was just kind of like, you know, as human nature is to do, like, man, I hope it opens up and just dumps on this guy. Not because I wanted his things ruined, but just because I thought it would be funny. Like, okay, he's driving around with his top down, ignorant to the fact that it's going to rain, and he's on the interstate. Like, there's not a whole lot he can do about it. You can't put the top up while the car is moving like that. So it was just kind of like, all right, let's see what happens. So I sped up a little bit just to kind of keep up with him and see what happened. And lo and behold, I get to about a half mile before I have to exit to go home. And it starts just pouring down. I was afraid I was going to miss it because I was like, it's going to rain soon. It's got to rain. And it just starts pouring. And he's over in the left lane. He has to scoot into the right lane and then over to the shoulder to pull off and put his top up. But by that time, I mean, it has already rained. Like, it is downpouring at that time. And it's already rained, like, in his car and all over him and anything, like his phone or anything that may have been out. And I was like, justice. Justice has been served. And I don't know why. I mean, obviously it's not a very Christian attitude of me to hope that this person gets rained on when they're expecting to just have their top down and cruise around. But I don't know. Maybe it was the silly grin that he gave me or the wave. But it's like, man, he got what was coming to him. I mean, you can't drive around with your top down in cloudy, rainy weather that's been going on and off all day and expect not to get something. So that kind of turned my day around yesterday. You know, I was having a crummy day, so I mean, my brain wasn't in the best of places. So maybe I wasn't being as compassionate as I probably should have been, but like, I don't know. I'm just so used to making that drive. Like, I know what to expect by looking at the sky and looking at the road and all these things. And that's just kind of the kind of person that I am. Like, I make a point to almost memorize all my surroundings. And so, therefore, I'm prepared for anything that may come up. A lot of people use the phrase, like, I know it like the back of my hand. But I don't know the back of my hand very well. Like, I mean, I see it on a daily basis, but I couldn't hold it up in front of you and say, yeah, there's a mole here and a scar here and 18,000 hairs sticking out. No, I couldn't do that. I don't know the back of my hand without looking at it. But if you ask me the condition of my desk at school right now and where or what is on it, I could tell you place by place where everything is. And the same is true for all the clothes in my closet, all the things in the drawer of my nightstand, my bathroom supplies. I mean, pretty much everything that I use on a daily basis, I can tell you where it is, what it is, and how it's arranged. Just because that's the type of notes that I take mentally. It helps me get through the day without having to look for those things. Yes, it takes a little bit of extra time and energy to remember, but it keeps my brain sharp, and I know where something is, and if it's not in that place, I know it's missing, and I go and look for it. Fine example of this the other day. I say the other day, but I really mean like a month ago. My car keys. Every time I come in from outside, I hang my car keys. We have this hooks by our door, and I hang my car keys on them. Same hook, keys are in the same order, facing the same way every time. But a while back, I didn't do that. I had left them in my pocket, but it was the pocket of a sweatshirt that I don't usually wear. And so we were looking all around for them and couldn't find them anywhere. I mean, I had a backup key for my car, but I didn't have like any of my other stuff, my house key, my church key, those types of things. So luckily I didn't need any of them. I just needed to get in the car and move it. But still, I was like, okay, where are my keys at? Because they're not where they're supposed to be. We found them eventually. Like I said, they were in the sweatshirt pocket, and all was not lost. The situation was remedied. But just an example of when you don't put things where they go, how do you ever expect to find them? There's a specific place for each thing that I have, or like a choice of 2 or 3 places. Like at the end of the day, when I take my glasses off and my wallet out of my pocket, I either put them both on the dresser or both in the bathroom on the corner of our vanity. Because those are the 2 places that I feel comfortable leaving them, where they're out of reach of the child or the dog, and it's something that I'm going to go past the next day, so I know like that I'm going to see it and I won't forget it in the morning. Like I'm going to be at the sink and I'm going to go to the dresser to get clothes out of it, so I'm going to see those things there and grab them. And that way, if I am in a hurry, like if I wake up late or if we're running behind going somewhere, then I know where to grab them from. I can just go and grab them, put them in my pocket, and we're good to go. I'll put them on my face, because you don't put glasses, in your pocket. So I guess that's just kind of the topic. One, I enjoyed the entertainment of the convertible gentleman yesterday, and I guess the phrase, the back of your hand, or like the back of your hand, doesn't really make sense. At least not for me. Maybe there are some people that can tell you every little wrinkle and crease on the back of their hand, but I'm not one of them. I'm sure I could memorize it, but also I work with my hands a lot when I have time. I mean, obviously I'm a teacher, but I enjoy working in the garage and doing things around the house, so I'm constantly nicking or cutting or something and having marks on my hands. So to memorize the back of it would kind of be pointless because it's changing. So that's about it for today. I'm hoping today goes a lot better. I said a prayer for my kids last night and said a prayer for their parents to just be more attentive, especially as the school year comes to an end. Like I said, we're slowing things down in the 4th quarter, but that doesn't mean we're stopping altogether. And some of these kids are not going to do well if they keep acting the way they're acting and putting in as little effort as they have been. So if you've been praying for me, thank you. If you haven't, that's okay. And I guess I'll see you this afternoon.